Hi guys, Nicholas here at Online Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about how to get better at pull-ups. The secret here is to get a better grip strength. I'm going to explain throughout the video how to get a better false grip. So to get started, we're going to start with what is false gripping. False gripping is keeping your wrist up while pulling. A lot of beginners pull from their wrist straight here and don't activate on that forearm while they're doing the pulling. So keep in mind that your forearms will make everything that you do better, whether it's pulling or pushing, any kind of skills of static holds like levers and back levers and handstands, all of it will benefit from a stronger forearm. So let's start with the beginner version of the false grip training. And you want to start with a bar that's not too high. This is a parallel bar at my hip level. Let's play this. You want to lay under the bar, keeping your wrist up, activating your forearm. So up, like in the video. And from here, you want to just try to pull yourself up using a little bit of your legs as you're trying to pull. The secret of the false grip is to really squeeze your thumbs as strong as you can and elevate the forearm in a way by pressing up while you're pulling. Squeeze your hands and your thumbs, make a claw, and then pull as strong as you can. In the beginning, it's going to feel like it's falling, and the visual difference between a good false grip and a straight grip is not obvious for those who don't really pay attention to it, but you'll feel it throughout your forearms while you do it. So from bottom to up, keep it up while you're pulling. Use your legs to support your pulling as you go up and come back down. We're going to talk about a very important section of the false grip is the shrug in your shoulders while you pull up. That's actually something you want to do on the negative portion as well, but understand how the shrugging in your lat is going to really help your grip to get stronger. That's going to really activate the full chain of your muscles and get your movement better overall. So shrug those shoulders up and pull yourself up with your legs, using a little bit of activation there. You want to really feel the engagement between lats and forearms. This is the first step to getting stronger at pulling. Let's now go over the intermediate version. So we keep working with the lower bar, just as we did with the beginner version, but this time we're going to try and stay off the ground. So you want to start in a similar fashion as you would in a beginner version, and then we're going to get up here. So wrist up, you're going to pull yourself up with your feet, and once you're at the top or middle section, you want to just take your feet off the ground and hold from here. So we're going to go over the details that matter while you're hanging, and I'm going to play the video for this. So let's go. And here, as you can see, I'm trying to really hold myself up and squeezing everything that I got in my forearms. So here my false grip is rather good. If it wasn't, you would not see the wrist and it would be really right under the bar, and I would be not as strong, and I would probably not be able to hold as long as I am right now. So a really important detail is the grip up, the lat activation. So I'm really shrugging everything that I got down to squeeze my midsection, and I'm tilting my pelvis in. So that means tuck your rib cage in and reverse your pelvis. So don't let it fall forward, just tuck it back in. So push in your glutes, squeeze everything that you got there, and try to hold for as long as possible. Let's see how it looks from a different perspective. We're going to get a front view here. You can start from the top position as well if you'd like and descend and then hold there. That's also good. Practice both. And here, as you descend, you can try to unfold the arms to a level that's not completely down to the ground, but still activating a lot of lats. So here you can see that my lats are flaring. I'm actually um, exerting a bunch of effort to hold there, and that actually really works my forearms. So let's keep playing this. Once you get more comfortable with this movement, you can do mini reps like I just did. You come from the middle and you try to go a little higher and then work your way up like this. And you can go a little wider with your range of motion once you get familiar and comfortable doing these, and once your forearm allow it. A key element here is to keep your elbows in. Do not flare the elbows out. Try to really keep it in. That doesn't mean don't open your shoulders, but really keep the shoulders slightly open and the elbows tucked in. That way you can activate more here. As long as it's close to you. Further apart is harder. That's doable, but it's harder. Let's talk about the advanced version now. So once you've been comfortable with beginner and intermediate versions that are with a lower bar, you want to access a higher bar. Something around 6 to 8 feet up is a good place to start. And what you want to do is suspend yourself from the bar and do dead hangs, tuck dead hangs, and shrugs. These three movements are going to help activating your grip strength a lot while you do those, and you should feel a good burn in the forearms. So again, here we try to really squeeze our thumbs around the bar, so you really want to grab with the palm. So you want the bar to be, actually, sorry, in the video, you want to be the bar to be a little bit in diagonal in the hand. Don't put it completely straight. Just angle your hand and then grab it like this. So that's gonna really help activating the forearm and your wrist getting over the bar. So remember, not the bar too straight, but the little angle in there so that your thumb can go over it and grab it properly. So here I'm really trying to feel the squeeze even as I'm doing nothing at all but hanging, and trying to suspend myself as high as I can without moving. Let's play this. And as you can see here, I'm very much engaged. I have a external shoulder rotation, which means that my pecs are open and I'm trying to squeeze my shoulder blades together. I'm trying to keep everything open and tight. I'm keeping my wrist up, my pelvis tilted, and my back is straight. I'm tucking my knees up to activate more core, and I'm tucking my pelvis in to get that static hold nice and tight. You can play with your feet. You can flex up and down as you progress. It helps getting different activation in the core. Play with it. It's a great habit to get. Don't just point your toes or flex it up. Just do both. And as I was mentioning earlier, you want to shrug those shoulders. So I'm really hanging, but my hanging is active. So my lats are activated, and I'm trying to not rely on just the top of my shoulder, but really using my serratus and my lats to pull me up. Strength is really a chain of muscle, grip strength, sorry. And it's really not just in your hands, because keep in mind that we don't have muscles in our fingers. The only muscle we have is in the thumb section here. So everything that you hang from is really your forearm. So everybody who hangs from their fingers are missing a lot of activation in the forearm, because it's really hard to get the full range of motion in the forearm. And a lot of time it comes from the wrist extensors, the ones that are the top of the forearm. They're not activated enough. So really you want to activate this chain of muscle here on top of your arm, so it really helps you bring that wrist over the bar. Let's continue this. Tuck the knees up, external rotation like we talked about. So squeeze your shoulder blades open and try to get your ears between your shoulders. That's the goal here. Keep it nice and tight. and either do dead hangs or shrug it up if you can. So that's would be an advanced version of that movement. Would be, instead of just hanging, you try to shrug up and down from your lats and build grip strength from there. You want to tuck your rib cage. We talked about it. That's a constant, and activate your pelvis. Important factor is to keep your legs together. That actually is valid for a normal dead hang as well. And keep your back straight. So avoid arching. That's a big no-no. Don't arch on your dead hangs. Otherwise, you're missing a big portion of the movement. So that's it for today, guys. That was a quick video on how to get better at pull-ups. The false grip really will play a huge role in your progress. Practice this. If it's too easy for now, just add more time. You should be able to hang at least a full minute from a high bar to assess a good grip strength. Try to get over the minute, a minute and a half, even 2 minutes. Anything above a minute will start to look good. You can add L-sits to make what I'm just showing you a little bit harder. V-sit even, a little higher than an L-sit. You can do leg flutters. I have all those videos in the programs, and some of them are on YouTube as well and Instagram. I will get more into details in future videos about what you can do to get even better at pulling and at core strength. But in the meantime, let me know if you have any questions in the comment, and I will be back next week with a new video. Have a good one, guys.